Good day, everyone. This is your random reviewer, and today I will be reviewing Dead Tired by Ravensdagger, narrated by Justin Thomas James, Dory Sachs, Tiana Camacho, and Jeff Hayes. As always, there will be spoilers, but overall, I will be vague. Ravensdagger is a very prolific writer with many great stories. I have read and enjoyed most of their works. This, like most that they write, is another comedy adventure with just a touch of adult humor that bypasses most of the younger audiences, in a way that's reminiscent of older cartoons. This book, however, takes itself even less seriously than most of their work, with a healthy dose of satire and puns. The world itself is very familiar to some readers out there because when our main character wakes up, he finds the old lit RPG-esque world he knew and loved had lost most of its old ways and knowledge, devolving into a world similar to what Eastern cultivation is often portrayed as in modern fiction, to include sex, martial arts, and in the more exaggerated for comedy examples, taking and giving offense readily. Much to the consternation and confusion of our self-proclaimed scientist, who, having no reference or insight in the culture, thinks very little about the current state of things. Luckily for us, given the main character's long life and reason for going into hibernation to begin with, he is ridiculously overpowered compared to all those around him, forcing all those around him aside in his pursuit of ever more knowledge. And, what may be worse, forcing all around him to listen to his terrible puns. As for the characters, very few have enough screen time to really show depth besides the main character. His abomination of a butler, who, while a bit ditzy, is very capable, and the limpet, trying desperately to ride his coattails to greatness, in the only role she is qualified for, a test subject. Overall, I would give this a tentative 6.5 or maybe a 7 out of 10. While the book is a decent comedy, the initially overpowered main character, along with the less dynamic and in-depth storytelling that Raven usually puts out, means I cannot give it a better score. The author relies too heavily on the reader knowing a bit about cultivation stories. I believe someone without any foreknowledge in the area would be even more confused than the main character. That being said, it could reveal more, or an overarching plot in Book 2. We'll have to wait and see. If you enjoyed this book and want a slightly more serious story, I would recommend almost all of Ravensdagger's other works. Thank you all for listening to my random review.